Hi, what's up everyone, and welcome to my full campaign walkthrough of Starfield. In this walkthrough series, I am covering every single campaign mission, and today we're on the second mission called the Old Neighborhood. During these walkthroughs, I give you a brief description on how to complete the mission, but also show you where all the key items are, as well as collectibles and any opportunities to find some additional loot. If you want to see any other mission covered like this that's in the game, head down to the video description. There's a playlist for all my Starfield content, and you'll find all the videos there. You start the Old Neighborhood mission from the lodge on Jemison, and you can do this as soon as you have finished the first mission in the game, One Small Step. You just got to interact with Sarah. While having a conversation with Sarah, she'll say that she's got to come with you on your travels, and you've got to agree to this. Once you do that, you'll continue on with the mission, and you can't get rid of Sarah until the mission is complete. So if there is anything you want to do at this point besides the mission without Sarah, just let her know that and come back at a later date. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to let Sarah come along and push on. Just follow the objective marker now, and you're going to approach this mast building. You'll find Commander John Tuala, who you'll need to interact with. If this is your first time speaking with John, he's going to attempt to recruit you for the RC Vanguard. You can accept this and you'll pick up a side mission. Sarah will give you time to go ahead and do what he requested, but we're not going to cover that now. You can come back to this at any point. So once you're out of the dialogue option, just interact with John again and just let him know that you had some Constellation business to discuss. Just finish off the dialogue however you want, and you'll have a next step on this mission that requires you to go and ask about Mora in Sidonia. You'll find Sidonia in the Sol star system, and you are going to be heading to Mars. On Mars, you'll find the city of Sidonia. Travel to the Sol star system, making sure you've got no contraband on you because you will be scanned, and land on Mars at Sidonia. Once off your ship, just follow your objective marker, which will take you into the central hub of Sidonia. Once inside, just keep on following the objective marker. It's going to take you through this door to the right here. And instead of going all the way to the marker, just notice these two machines on the left-hand side. The left machine is a mission board, and if we interact with this, there are many different bounties that you can pick up and complete for credits. It's worth picking up all of these, and these are just going to act as like bounty missions for you, which you can do at a later date to earn some extra currency. The terminal on the right side is a self-service bounty clearance. What this terminal will do is clear any bounties that is on your head for a small fee. I don't currently have one, but if you did, you could clear that here. After you have checked out these two terminals, push forward to the objective marker, and you're going to want to interact with Jack and have a conversation with him. Let Jack know that you are looking for a Vanguard named Mora. I then chose the option we could track him down if you know his patrol route. Jack wants some credits from you for the information, but we're going to try and do it for free first. So to start, let Sarah take over. Jack should cut down the credits that he wants to 1,000, and you'll still have the persuade option available. So try and persuade him to lower it even more. If this is the first time that you try to persuade an NPC, this will pop up on screen just explaining how it works. Basically, it's all about making choices, and each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance that the choice fails, but the more points you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you'll never fail if your last choice succeeds. It also helps a lot if you've got the persuasion skill, and it'll help even better if it's leveled up. So the first option that I chose here was the medium one for +4 points, which is I want you to imagine him out there alone, and here you are holding out for cash. This doesn't work, but I've got 2 turns left, and I go for the easy one now. What matters to you more, the money or Mora's life? And on the final turn, I go for another easy one, which is we could be the only ones who could find him. With that, I succeeded in this persuasion challenge. And Jack offered us the intel for free. I didn't have to spend a single credit. If you're not able to do this and Jack does want credits, you will have to pay up. If you don't have the certain amount of credits needed, go and do those bounties or anything else and come back when you do. Once you finish with Jack, before you do leave here, just head left into the toilets. And in one of the toilets, you're going to find a collectible. you'll find Gabby's plate just sitting next to the toilet. We are now finished with Mars, so just bring up the galaxy menu and we'll be traveling over to Venus. When you get there, Sarah is going to notice some ships and you will have a decision to make. You can try and reach the beacon stealthily, not getting spotted, or you can open fire to take out the ships. I highly recommend that you do this stealth, so choose that option. But to be able to do this stealthily, you do need to change some of your ship's settings. A message will actually pop up telling you to minimize the ship's system power to avoid being detected. Systems like weapons and shields are easier to detect, and for maximum stealth, power down all systems except 1 or 2 bars in your engines and stay as far away from the enemy ships as you can. Once you get within 500 meters of the satellite beacon, you can then interact with it. So just do exactly what it says. What I did is I powered down everything, just like it said, even my shields, because we're going to be doing this stealth, and just left 2 notches on the engine. With that done, just aim your ship at the beacon and just travel to it. I think you can put your speed as much as you like. I wouldn't worry about that. I don't think they'll see you. But don't use your boost. Your boost is quite loud, and I imagine they might be able to spot you if you do that. As you get close to the satellite beacon, you'll be able to interact with it and then activate it. There'll be some dialogue to finish, but once done, just head back to the galaxy menu. We're going to be staying in the same system again and heading over to Luna, which is the moon of Earth. Once you get there, there'll be some more dialogue with Sarah, but this is also a great opportunity to find out what happened to Earth. To ask her if you're interested. Once ready, just then select the top option to continue on with the mission. There will be a star station right in front of you, and you're now going to get a tutorial on how to dock your ship on star stations. It's actually very easy. Just approach the star station, and when you get close enough, just interact and there'll be an option to dock your ship. Once you are docked, just board the space station. You're going to notice this dead space set right in front of you. Make sure you loot the body and then move on to the next room. But before you head towards the objective marker, there is a locked door in here. It requires you to have the security skill though, because it is an advanced locked door. As long as you got the digilock, you can have a go at this. I'm going to cover lockpicking in an entire separate video, which is really going to be helpful for those struggling. I'm not sure if you're going to have the same combination that I have now for this pick. I'll let this play out though, so you can see how I solve it.
They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet.
Inside this room is a lot of loot, so make sure you pick it all up, including all of the credits. After that room, just follow the objective marker and you're going to come to this big area here. Right in front of you, we're going to grab some loot now, and you just want to head to the dining hall. Inside the dining hall, you're going to find a storage box. As you exit back out of the dining hall, you'll notice dead bodies on the floor, but there's also going to be some live bodies as well shooting at you. Just clear the area now of any enemies. With all the enemies dead, make sure you loot them for all of their loot. And from the dining hall where we were, we're just going to exit and take a left. And we now want to go to the medical ward. Just right here, you'll see the medical ward right in front of you. As soon as you enter the medical ward, just check this door on the right here. It is locked and it requires the expert skill. Normally you'd need to have upgraded your security skill to be able to do that and have a digipick. But we've got to find a key card in a minute that will open this door. So just remember the location of this. And right next to this door, you're going to find another storage box. In the same room as the storage box, if you just search around, you're going to find some enemies, including this legendary enemy. Just take all of the enemies out, and then have a look at what drops on the legendary enemies loot. I'm not 100% sure if the secret outpost loot is going to drop for everyone. This is kind of like a random drop in the game, and it unlocks like a special mission for you where you can go and get some good loot. So just keep an eye out while you're doing this mission for this item, because it's a very good one, and this is the enemy that it dropped off for me. Once you pick the item up, you're going to need to head into your inventory and select the secret outpost to inspect. You'll now have the secret mantis mission unlocked, and as I said, there's some great reward for this. I'm going to cover this mission in a separate video. The mission speaks of a secret outpost in Denebola, and when you go there and complete it, you get access to the mantis spaceship and the mantis spacesuit. They're both very good, so if you do have this item and want to know how to complete all of that, I've got the video link down below in the video description under my Starfield playlist. Back to the storage box from earlier, I'm now going to show you where some first aid is, but also the search and rescue key. With that search and rescue key, if you remember the door from earlier, just head all the way back there, and rather than having to lockpick it, you can simply open it. There's a lot of loot in here for you to find. Once you are all looted up, just exit the room, and you now want to go back to the main area that you're in before, where you fought all of those enemies, and just go straight ahead and you'll notice the control room. Just left of the control room, you're going to see the security room. Just head in here first, because there's some loot that you're going to want to pick up. Pick up any loot you find, and you'll also see this door which is locked. It's a novice one, so anyone can do this with a digipick. And again, I'll show you how I solved this, but I do have a video in my playlist if you want to see a full guide on lockpicking. Inside the room, you'll find yourself some more loot. Once you've looted there, just head back outside, and now we do want to go to the control room. There are going to be a lot of enemies in this area, so clear all of the enemies downstairs and upstairs and loot the bodies. Once the area is clear, head upstairs. There will be some loot in the area that you can check out for yourself if you want to loot up. We'll head all the way to the top, and you want to enter the workroom. As you enter the workroom, you will see in front that there's some enemies that have taken notice of you. We'll deal with them soon, because just to the left, you're going to notice another lockpick door, which is again a novice. I don't have any digipicks at this point, so I can't get in there. If you do have one, just solve the lockpick and there'll be some more loot for you. Once you're done with that, head down to the right and we've got a collectible to find. It's going to be behind this door here. Open the door, and right in front of you is the Nova Galactic Manual number 2. With that collected, just keep on moving forward now, and we're going to need to deal with those enemies. There's a lot of enemies in this room. Take care of them all and make sure you loot them as you kill them. With the area clear, you can have a look around the area for extra loot if you want, or you could just continue the mission. Just head to the marker which is on this ship in the center, and you're gonna find here another collectible called Vanguard Mora's Slate. Next to that collectible is also a storage box and a medkit. Your new objective is now gonna be to go to Neptune, but just follow the quest marker to get out rather than fast travel, because there's a little bit more loot on the way out. The objective marker will take you past this industrial crate. And once back to your ship, you'll be staying in the Sol Star system and heading to Neptune. Once there, you're going to find Mora's ship, but you're going to notice that it's been taken over. You're going to need to engage in combat with it. Once you have done enough damage to the ship, you'll be able to approach the ship and you'll be able to dock it. Just dock and board on Mora's ship and then take out any enemies that are present. Make sure you loot all of the enemy bodies, because one item that you need to continue is Mora's ship key. With all of the enemies dead and looted, you can head to the hatch and use that ship key to open it. This is where you're going to find Mora, and you'll need to have a conversation with him. You can use any dialogue options that you want at this point. At the end of the dialogue, you're going to collect the artifact. With the artifact in your possession, you'll now want to jump to the Alpha Centauri star system, and you'll be heading to Jemison to return to the lodge. Once at the lodge, just like before, you'll be placing the artifact piece on this central table. Sarah will speak with you and advise how you are now a fully pledged member of the Constellation. Sarah is also going to ask if she can be your companion. If you accept this, Sarah can be your companion and join you on your adventures, or you can tell her that you work better alone. That choice is up to you. I decided to let her work with me. This brings an end to this old neighborhood mission, and once you've done with this, you unlock 3 missions called Back to Vectera, The Empty Nest, and Into the Unknown. You are able to ask Sarah what does she advise to do first, and she'll advise that you go ahead and you go and find Barrett by starting the Back to the Vectera mission. The choice though will be entirely up to you, but that does bring an end to this video. Next time out, we will be covering that mission Sarah recommended, and if you want to find any other main campaign missions covered like this, they're all down in the video description under my Starfield playlist. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, hit like and share to support it, subscribe for more, and until next time, thank you for watching this. Stay safe and peace out.